Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Nuclear Throne. In this episode, I do so apologize. I'm going to be playing probably rusty yet again. I just woke up and immediately am recording. And so because I've got some stuff to talk about, I'm just going to play as Crystal so I can kind of go more of an autopilot here. So we're not going to be really making progress towards other characters this episode. Maybe I'll try and unlock Core. But man, oh man, have I ever been so happy to have no backlog in Nuclear Throne right now. This episode that you're watching was recorded like maybe 3 hours before it was released on YouTube. And I'm really happy because about that. Because I just had like a bunch of problems with uploading, and I don't know what happened exactly, but just none of my videos decided that they like wanted to process right, so they all kind of got uploaded in a jumbled mess there. That was for yesterday, as of the time you're seeing this. Let's just go bolt marrow here. I don't know why it took me so long to decide. But I uploaded all the videos, so I'd scheduled them all for, like, tomorrow. And I don't remember... I know for sure that the Isaac video didn't upload. I uploaded a double one today. One when I finally sorted through the issues of it not processing. Because I uploaded it again and it just didn't process. Like, it uploaded. I had no issue with actually getting it onto YouTube. It just didn't... It wasn't allowed to be made public. It wasn't allowed to be viewed. But... I don't... It's not that big of a deal. I mean, I kind of want to be uploading them all at the same time every day. You know, if I have a choice over the matter. I would like Isaac to be uploaded at 10:30, Nuclear Throne 11:30, and... Sorry, not Nuclear Throne. Exit the Gungeon 11:30, and... Nuclear Throne being done at 3:30. And those times are subject to change, but like as long as it's, you know, intentional, I don't like missing the... I'm gonna go with Boiling Veins just because it's a form of immunity. I also have Bolt Marrow already, which is... Oh! Pop gun ammo. Wasn't even paying attention to that. I actually have to be super careful here. The bullets are great. Almost should have chosen Gamma Guts just because of the bullet situation here. But I'm sure it'll work itself out. It normally does. I don't even remember who else we have left to unlock. I think I have to do a loop to unlock another person, and I also have Chicken to unlock. Alright, let's just keep pushing through here. I don't like not having a good amount of ammo on this level specifically, the sewers. Just because, you know, this is a very spray and kill everything without knowing where anything is sort of deal. I don't like... So Crystal is one of the few characters where I actually dislike. I think that the teleportation makes the class worse. That's not necessarily across the board. Like, you can enjoy using Crystal's throne, but... me personally, though, I hate it. I find myself taking way more damage as the result of it. So I'd rather just use Stress, which, you know, in the event of using Strong Spirit, will increase the fire rate. Very much so. And in the event of running around low on health, will increase fire rate as well. But, you know, most of the time, you won't actually be that low on health. Scare your face, Bloodlust. I'm gonna have to go with Bloodlust. So what's the plan? I believe that what I'm gonna try and do for every run is I'm gonna try and make it loop 1 throne. I'm not necessarily, unless I, you know, maybe for the first few times I'm gonna try and go to loop 2 throne, or, you know, just go as far as I can. But I think for the most part, like, part of the reason why I've heard that Nuclear Throne didn't really do as well as Exit the Gungeon or the other games, and it's not that it didn't necessarily do as well, but it clearly doesn't have the same media presence. Okay, let's play as a different character, because I got all the stuff that I had to talk about right out of the way. Let's go as Eyes. That was an unfortunate death. But Eyes has the ability to pull stuff, and like all stuff, as you can see here. Which seems like a bad ability maybe at first, but it's really not. You get to manipulate the presence of enemies around you, which is a really good ability. I will break this. First of all, because I think I have to. But also because there's a lot of experience. It also repels bullets. I love choosing between Trigger Fingers and Bloodlust, because I feel like they're both relatively equivalent. I'm gonna choose Bloodlust, just because I've been taking a lot of damage so far. I think on a better playing day, like a day where I'm playing more effectively per se, I probably could have chosen Trigger Fingers, and I wouldn't have felt too bad about it. But today, like, you can see I'm taking just bad damage, so it's good to have Bloodlust just to make sure that I'm regenning the bad damage that I'm taking. Laser Brain is always you know, a good hope. Almost a must-have for YV, because literally my favorite combo with YV is the Trigger Fingers. Well, I mean, it's the combo with YV, which is Trigger Fingers and Throne Butt, which gives the extra shots, so it like quadruples your shots instead of doubles your shots when you right click. The energy mutation, which I forgot the name of all of a sudden. Ooh, no, shotgun's fine for sewers. Strong Spirit, that's great. Strong Spirit obviously is good with YV as well. But having the Plasma Cannon with the Laser Brain and Throne Butt with, you know, good old mix of Bloodlust and Trigger Fingers makes it so that you can just like spam like a super plasma cannon that literally just eats the entire level. It's great, but you know, how often do I get it? Not very. Not very often. It's also like kind of risky, because if it doesn't eat the entire level, you just use like 40 some energy on eating the entire level. With Rabbit Paw though, you can easily make that back. I got really scared there because I wasn't hitting him and he wasn't dying, and that was like, you know, a one-shot, one-kill territory on his part. Shotgun, you know, I actually kind of like... Oh, that was close. It would have been funny if I died twice to that same enemy. But the... And sorry if I'm a bit lower energy. I know it's probably... Well, it's not necessarily happening all the time. But, you know, it just happens when I record as soon as I wake up, you know? Thrown Butt, stronger telekinesis for Eyes, and I actually don't remember how effective that is. Eyes wasn't really one of my mains. Minigun. This isn't the boss fight. Sometimes if the minigun pops up, yeah, I definitely don't necessarily, not without a stronger gun. If I can get a stronger gun, then I think that I will very happily use the stronger telekinesis all the time here. But as of right now, it's just pulling enemies closer that I can't kill in time. You know, it is pulling me these other pieces closer here. It's just, it's great against those guys as well, because you can kind of pull them out into the open. I should mention that with Eyes as well, you do have the unique ability to bring more than one weapon with you across the barriers. Let's explode that. I don't have Boiling Veins. I've got to be careful around cars. Normally I like to explode cars like they're enemies, because they can and will deal damage to me. I keep on pressing space every time I see. Let's just kind of strafe through over to this side here. That way I can, yeah. I was kind of worried about him, yeah, so see, you can pull guns around with you. I was kind of worried about him getting too close and then exploding. I don't think that was a gun I needed. I think that was a shotgun. None of these are exactly good, so let's just come in here and deal with these guys, and I can look at the guns that I pulled in. I think that's probably good. Minigun, Super Splinter Gun, Lightning Rifle. I've got the best of those right now with the Plasma Rifle. Even if I don't have ammo for it, it's gonna be way better. I also have Laser Brain, so that automatically makes any laser weapon good. Lightning guns, if you haven't played this game, lightning guns are not good at all. They just kind of like miss. I realized I just got the wrong ammo type there. The lightning guns just kind of miss, and I've never really found them useful. But hey, maybe given enough time with this game, then I will be able to appreciate them. So here, I'm probably just gonna take Rhino Skin, and if stress pops up again, I might take it. But I'm also going to hope for any of the, like, Second Stomach or any of the other mutations that increase my ammo recovery rate. Which, actually, now that I think of it, might just be, or not ammo, life recovery rate, which might just be Second Stomach at this point. Oh, that was close. I suppose kind of, but kind of not, because I have Strong Spirit, but still. One of the problems with Second Stomach that I found is that playing with Second Stomach makes it so that Strong Spirit just kind of doesn't work. As in, you get your Strong Spirit, you get one resurrection of Strong Spirit, but you're never able to get back up to full health, because you just have so much health to recover. Obviously, you could play more defensively and just not have to worry about that. Why am I looking more? It's like I'm looking for the item room in Binding Visor. Except I already found it. But you know, just like, I wanted to say this video and use this video as like a preface. Like, I will not be uploading that chaotically all the time. It's just kind of something that happened out of my control. Just for now, I'm gonna pop this good old flame rifle, kill the guy with the, that's unfortunate, but also completely expected. And kill that guy. Alright. Oh, there's more. This is a very spiced round. Wow, hold on, just let me go. Okay, I don't have to go full silence anymore. That was my rifle. Throwing butt saving me there. And let's get rid of this before it's too late. Because I don't want to go to the crown room. Not yet anyways. I can grab myself some energy here and I'm back in the game. So that got very close there. But you can see, like, I've still not hit above, or like above 10 health here. I also have to be careful on this round. This is where Little Hunter's gonna spawn. Right on top of me, apparently. Little Hunter, you know, this is why it's nice to have one of the bullet resistant types, which is explosion and just immunity to death, because you can. I'm gonna die, or not. That was real close and clutch, just so you know. I'm just sort of I was gonna say I'm just sort of ignoring Little Hunter for now because there was too many enemies. This is why I was saying before that Little Hunter kind of... I'll do one more round, by the way, as eyes, and then I'm gonna call it for the episode. Little Hunter can be kind of an annoyance. Right there, he kind of got away from me. He landed on me and pushed me out into all the enemies, into a position that I didn't want to be in. And the longer you let Little Hunter live, the bigger of a nuisance he's gonna be. So he's one of the bosses that kind of makes you play aggressively. And it's just I'd say he's probably the hardest first loop, or not first loop, but pre-loop boss, you know, because there are other bosses that come into play after the loop, but not after the first loop. So like you get the first loop, you get new bosses, and then after that, that's why I'm kind of wanting to go loop 1 all the way to throne, rather than just all the way through. Because like I said, or like I was saying, I'm just gonna go, honestly, these are all, let's try open mind. You gotta keep an open mind. It's been so long since I've tried different mutations. Might as well try it. I used to not take open mind because I was like, why would you need an extra chest spawn? I mean, okay, he's got like no health left. Most of the time, Big Bandit doesn't even get to spawn, get to shoot any bullets. It's actually kind of funny. When I first played the game, I always just... Ooh, screwdriver. I will take that. I always just assumed that he would be, like, that he was more difficult than he was. I'm not bringing guns into that. I'm too lazy. That he'd be more difficult than he is, and Bolt Marrow coming in the clutch. So I died to him a lot, because obviously, like, I was new to the game and I didn't really get the controls and whatever. But he's such an like, you literally just, like, stand there and shoot at him, and if he seems to be shooting at you, then you, like, move slightly to the left, and that will save you from his damage. I do not want to take anything other than screwdriver here because I have an opportunity to get a golden weapon as eyes. And like, I guess not so obviously, but one of my favorite golden weapon is obviously the crossbow because I love the crossbow. I think the next best golden weapon that I think is actually just the golden shotgun, because early game the shotgun is really nice. Late game, it's not like the crossbow where it kind of gets better the later in the game you get. It's more like the wrench, where it's really good on the first level, but the further and further you get from the first level, the less and less powerful it's going to be. Because here it's not going to one-shot like anything, and it uses up a lot of ammo and it doesn't hit very much. The only saving grace is that you don't really have to aim it. Assault rifle and shovel. Tell you what, I'll come here, do that, grab the shovel, and I will be on my way in just a moment. No, don't suck me in! I must go to the car. That would have been sad. So this place, like was seen before, is not just used to unlock YV. This is how you get your first golden weapon. I believe there's other ways to grab a golden weapon. That was scary. Oh! Be careful, I don't have strong spirit. I don't have long arms either. So we can pull some enemies closer. Melee is another good one for ice. Because... Just let me make sure I don't get hit here for a second. Golden shotgun, that is acceptable. I didn't mean to drop the crossbow. I have bolt marrow, so that would be a very unwise decision. And unfortunately, I left an enemy over here alive rather than an enemy over there alive. So now I gotta leave the shovel behind. There's no way. It's long arms or laser brain. I really wish that I had the shovel with me still. That would make this decision really easy. But laser brain, I think, is more future-proof than long arms. So you can see... You can see how the shotgun wasn't doing as good as it does on floor 1. And that guy just obviously jumps out and kills me again. I'm doing very poorly, and I do so apologize for that. Once upon a time, I used to be able to get to loops, and I'm hoping that that skill kind of re-emerges at some point. But now you can see the true amazingness of starting with a golden shotgun, which is you just melt things on the first floor. Golden weapons, not only do they have the ability to be started with, but they also they also get shot faster than other weapons, which makes them very useful. And I think I said that in a previous nuclear throne episode. But just gonna... Disc gun. This is a very dangerous gun. Use the disc gun, be prepared to die. However, sometimes I just like shooting it out into the level the time I pick it up, but it's not a good weapon. I've never seen it used effectively, and bolt marrow doesn't really help with it. Most of the time I see it get used as in, like, you know, it looks all good. Like, right there I made a good display of it, until I tell you that it does damage to you too, right? So it's like, oh, like if you haven't seen the game before, you might think it's really good, why did I not keep it? It will, like, kill you in 2 shots. Here's a situation where I'm just gonna die instantly, and I'm gonna call it an episode, because I've died like 4 times, and clearly I need to continue warming up. But until then, thank you guys for watching this episode, and I will come back to you guys with a better episode tomorrow. No guarantees, but I will certainly try and play better tomorrow. But thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and hit subscribe. So show some support to the channel. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, peace.